Hi, I'm Mike Dano with Light Reading, and we're here at the big 5G event. Everybody's here today, and I'm here with Nicki Palmer from Verizon. And Nicki, you just finished your keynote presentation, and then you also just finished our big session talking about 5G. So well, you're doing a lot of work here at the show. We appreciate it. And so I wanted to ask you real briefly about we talked a little bit about this morning about 5G pricing. And so I wondered if you could kind of give us a sense of what we can expect from Verizon in terms of 5G pricing. So there was the $10 charge that Verizon had, and it's not applying it right now. But I'm kind of wondering what we should expect from Verizon in terms of 5G pricing for smartphones, kind of this year.
Yeah, so I'm not really going to announce any future pricing plans, but what I'd like to elaborate on, Mike, is that 5G is going to be so much more than just a smartphone and a price plan for your network. And right now we're so early in the game, but we started off with a great offer. We've got 3 smartphones that we've announced, more to come. We've announced that will be in 30 markets so far this year with mobility. We already have 4 markets that we launched in October with our 5G home. So there's a lot going on when it comes to 5G, and 5G isn't just faster internet on your smartphone. So I think the question is, what's the price and how are we going to pay? While I understand people want to know that, 5G is really so much more than that. It will be, new experiences on your smartphone. It will be businesses doing different things, and B2B2C really being able to enable things that are hard to even imagine right now. So to say that, it's going to be 10, it's going to be 12, it's going to be 0, I mean, that really...
That's not the conversation to be having.
That's not really the conversation.
Gotcha.
I mean, we priced it the way we did, purposefully, because we want to bring technology and put it into consumers' hands. 5G is awesome. As awesome as our 4G network is, and it is the best in the world. It wins every award every single time, but there are still things that it can't do. That's why you need 5G. And so some of those things might be, changing your communications to be, before it was just talking on the phone, then it became video communications. Well, what about holographic communications in the future, right? That's totally possible on 5G, not on 4G. Virtual reality that doesn't make you sick when you put the glasses on and move side to side. That's because of the latency. That's our 4G network today. It's the best there is, but you need 5G to really make XR technology, scalable. And there's so many examples about how we can solve really great, problems that we have today in education, in healthcare, in agriculture, for cities, for first responders that can take advantage of the capabilities of 5G. Again, the speed and throughput, the low latency or responsiveness, and the ability to connect billions of things, not just millions of things. So when you put all that together, you'll be able to slice up the network in different ways and provide you, the consumer, or you, the small business, with something that solves your pain point. And then, what you pay for that, or what you'll be willing to pay for it, ultimately the consumer and the business decides that. We're in the business of not waiting and bringing technology out there just as soon as we can, because we know all of the potential that it holds.
All right. So let me change gears a little bit and talk about the mobile 5G launch that Verizon has in Chicago and Minneapolis, and soon growing to other cities as well.
Here in
so
Denver.
That's right. Yeah, that's right. And so initial sort of reactions to the launch there is that coverage is somewhat spotty because of the millimeter wave spectrum. And so I wondered if you could just talk about, kind of what we should expect for the rest of this year for those build outs, and what we can expect for the coverage in those mobile 5G cities, and kind of where Verizon is heading.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, all I can tell you about coverage is it just gets better and better and bigger and wider, every single day. So you've got to start somewhere. We had enough coverage where we felt like it was meaningful for a market launch. So we launched, but already the coverage we have is better than what it was on the day of launch. So, it continually improves. And it's by, adding more nodes. It's by adding technology. And By the way, the coverage of our 4G network when we first launched it is nowhere near like the coverage of the 4G network today. And we continue to invest in 4G and in 5G. 17 to 18 billion dollars of investment, primarily going to your network. So it's not a one and done. It's not a here's a map and that's a static thing. It always gets better, just like we did with 4G and even technologies prior to that. We have a history of doing things at scale and doing it reliably, and 5G will be absolutely no different. It will uphold the brand, and our brand is about coverage, reliability, performance. Customers, getting an experience that they want. So yes, we've begun before anybody else. So, first, your commercial mobile network with smartphones that can actually connect and get the 5G experience. Phone stable, network stable, like it's a great thing. And now that just grows and grows and gets better and better and better.
So Dave, we're starting here. The future is bright.
Absolutely.
There you go. All right, sounds good. Nicki Palmer, thanks so much.
Thanks.